Let's shift our focus from Donald Trump to Jeb Bush. The latter was in New Hampshire today for a bit of an unusual campaign event. It's called the Life of the Party series at St. Anselm College. The goal is for individual candidates to meet with young community leaders and talk about themselves on a more personal level. WGBH's special correspondent Emily Rooney was there.
He comes across as a genuinely nice guy. And he told the audience of about 130 that it's the one quality of his dad's that he really tries to emulate.
Always be kind and generous and decent to people, not just the big dogs, but everybody, because that's my dad.
There were a number of policy questions, but the idea was to get to know the man. So he was asked to name 3 people he'd invite to a party at the White House, including an historical figure and a celebrity.
Celebrity.
And why?
I wouldn't invite Donald Trump. Leaders. Winston Churchill is probably the guy that I most admire just because of the range of his experience and knowledge.
And what about the current celebrity?
The current celebrity? I don't know. I really don't believe in celebrity. No. I just don't. I find it superficial.
As he's been in his television commercial, Bush was critical of President Obama, saying he does not have a handle on how to fight terrorism.
So a new strategy is necessary to destroy ISIS, not to contain it. And that should be the highest priority of this president. Sadly, it's not.
Back to those personal questions, though.
What is on your personal bucket list?
I want to see my grandkids grow up.
Nice. Just not the life of the party, Republican included.
Emily Rooney joins me now. Good to see Emily. So he's supposed to be leading this thing. He's 4% in the national polls. He's at 8% in New Hampshire, a quarter of what Trump is. Do you get the sense that he's playing out the string, or to quote Hillary Clinton, he's in it to win it?
I think he's in it. And I think he thinks that even if he doesn't win Iowa, doesn't win New Hampshire, that something's got to shake down. We were just talking about Donald Trump. He's thinking what you're thinking, that this can't be.
But but his partner, his mentee, has left him in the dust. Marco Rubio. If it's not to be Trump, the conventional is either Cruz or Marco Rubio.
I think he really believes he has a chance. You know, he's very natural. He has none of the awkwardness of his brother or, frankly, his father. He's a very natural speaker. He's fluid, no hemming and hawing. He's got like a very nice presence, but he comes off as this, you know, kind of very super nice guy, but not much more.
If you didn't know anything about him when you went in today, would you leave saying, I know what the rationale for that candidacy is, I know what the theme of the Bush for President campaign is?
I know less. Because some of the questions they asked me, as you saw, were very easy and personal. You know, you couldn't have come up with, you know, Taylor Swift, anything. And also, he was very dismissive.
Well, when he was asked about the celebrity thing, yeah.
Very dismissive, as if no celebrity has any worth beyond, you know, what their star power is, which isn't true. You know, he couldn't come up with a simple answer.
But does he say, are there pat phrases he uses?
Nope.
Even in a setting like this?
He didn't use any pat phrases. That's why I said he has a naturalness to him that's kind of refreshing, but he's very downbeat.
Okay, you said it was an odd format. Was he available afterwards to you and other?
Oh, my goodness. I mean,
what do you mean, oh my goodness?
He stood there and took photographs with all the students, one after the other. I was standing right next to him, and he's tall like you.
So did you ask him a question?
I did. I said, may I speak to you? And he said, no. And then
Wait, Bush himself said no?
Yes, he looked at me and said no, and then his handler tapped me on the shoulder and said, we're not taking media avails today. And I said, oh, excellent strategy. He said, well, we did it yesterday. I thought, well, you got a lot of lift off of it yesterday. You should have kept going with that.
Emily Rooney, thanks so much. It's good to see you. Fresh back from New Hampshire.